Welcome back. It's been a while, as the priest said. Jokes aside. Now we're gonna have a garage tour 2019. I think I did one back in 2017. It doesn't matter. I'm pretty much irrelevant. But if you're watching, please don't skip. Because, well, I'm gonna show off all the cars to you that I have. I don't have everyone in one garage, so we will be driving around a little bit. But the car I'll be driving around in, I'm gonna tell a story about it. As all the cars I have a story with them. This might be a little different from all the other car garage tours you have seen on YouTube in GTA. So let's just jump into it. Now this is the first garage I have. It's the Eclipse Towers. No, is it the Eclipse Tower? The Eclipse part. I don't give a whatever. So many of these cars have been in the game forever. Many of them just came. Another one maybe came last week or from a month ago. So let me just start off with this. This is the T20, the Progen T20, as most of you might know. I remember this one came in 2015 or 16, I don't remember. Or, yeah. This was a part of the Ill-Gotten Gains update, and it has a price of $2.2 million. A fun fact, I never changed a single thing on this car. I got it in 2015. I never sold it. I never tinted the windows again. I never changed it to a different color. But I did buy another one, and that was different. But this car is the first T20 I got, and I haven't changed anything on it. Not a single thing. This car has always been white and blue, and I've been driving it so much. This is going to be a long video, so be sure you watch this when when you have time for it. This Intorno, I remember this one came. I don't remember in which update, but I know this came out in 2013 or 14. This was the mainstream car, and same as the T20, I never changed a single thing on this car. Never, ever. I'd say this is one of the best cars for their prices still in GTA today. Or for the supercars class, I might say that the Wagner is the now best car when it comes to the price. But still, you can't compare the Wagner to the cost like cars like like the Emirates and the Krieger, for example. But if you're not into racing, you just want a fast car to take around, this is the thing to go for. I've been winning a lot of races in this. I mean, a lot of races. Same with the T20. And this old guy, I had this car for it's 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19. I've actually had this car for 7 years now. Can you believe it? This is the Adder, the Trofeo Adder, the first Bugatti ever in GTA. Yeah, actually the first Bugatti ever in GTA. Well, I'm not talking about the C-Type because I never really liked the C-Type. But I remember this was the fastest car in the GTA, and it was the fastest car for a long time. That was top speed, not cornering ability, not lap time, top speed. This was the thing to use if you were going to a highway race or something. I miss those times where the Adder was the car to use, or the thing to have, the expensive car at $1 million. I remember $1 million was so goddamn expensive. No one could afford it. Playing these rooftop rumble missions over and over again. to get the other, or Centorno or something like that. I've been winning. I think I have been racing a lot. Over 3,500. Many of you might have been racing more than I have, but the 3,500 races I've been racing, or 3,006, the adder is a large part of that. I might say 500 or 700 races, the adder alone. And let me say 85 or 90% of those races I have been winning with the adder. Not so long ago, I actually chose the adder by a mistake in a long race. Many players, I think it was 30 players. Many people use cars like the Tesseract, Amorous, Krieger. A lot of those cars, that's really OP. I think all of them sucked because I actually beat them in an adder, which have lower top speed now, and it's just miles behind when it comes to the track. But I still won. Who would have thought? This is the only pink car I have. This is the Pfister Comet SR, of course. I was so happy when I was actually dreaming about they releasing another Comet, which I could remove the spoiler on. But I had the spoiler off for like 3 days, then I got tired of it, then I wanted something different. So I painted it pink. Got those black and really sharp pink with it, so it has a lot of, let me say, not, well, you can see it from Mars, if that's the thing. I've been winning zone races with this, but now that we have the Italy GTO, now I don't need to have off-road tires on any other sports car. I'll explain that in a bit, but not now. So that's the Comet SR. I like that car, but it's not my favorite. Now this car is actually just for off-road racing. As you can see, off-road tires, stripped down, lighter weight. Well, you can drive it the chassis only, but your car will still weigh the same. It's the physics in GTA. I understand it's not mainly a car game, but still, it's a lot more cars than weapons, right? So this is the Camacho, large, fast. It's the best car to use in off-road off-road class when it comes to racing, except for the BF400 off-road bike. That's the best choice you've got. But if it is a contact race on a small road, this thing might be the thing to use because it's heavy and it will crush those bikes easily. Now this is the Shafter V12. I remember when this came out, the fastest top speed sports car in GTA Online. Now that was cool. I thought that was so cool because I was such a Mercedes fan at the time. I still am though. Brabus 900R or whatever, Rocket 900 Rocket. And again, when this car, I think it has been out for 3 or 4 years now. Time goes so fast. But still, I always had the red trim, the white exterior, and with that little lip you see in front of you, and always had the stock tires on it. Now the Feltzer, you know, I couldn't say no to this car for a million years. It has the looks, it looks strong, it looks fast, it's a gorgeous car, really. I used to have all those crazy modifications like the big spoiler and all of this, the headlights cover and all. But things change and I made it more pretty, as you can see. That matte with that porcelain, beautiful. That chrome carbon tires, waste of money. even though I got them for free. So yeah, I've been driving this car a lot. One of my favorite cars ever. And of course we have this, based off the Mercedes AMG GTR, the Schlagen GT. Now this car is just beautiful. It's a shame it's not competitive with cars like the Italy GTO, the Paragon R, other cars like that. It has a great top speed, but not so good cornering ability. I just wish it had, because you can get so many modifications on it that makes it looks like a straight up GT2 or GT3 car. It's amazing. Now this is a Devastate, based off of the Devil 16, I think. Yeah. Not such a fan of the looks. I think it looks long. It looks like a dildo on wheels, but it's quick, and I like the car. Now this is the Swinger, Ocelot Swinger. Swinger of the LLA, whatever. I won this car in the casino, and yeah, I like it. So now we have another. I don't know if we can make this. I do not know how long this video is gonna take, and I have maximum 1 hour. Maybe we can do a part 2. Maybe. Now, I was gonna talk about I was actually going to tease you guys a little bit. What car am I going to drive? Yes, it's the Adder. And this has been my favorite for 7 years. It still is my favorite car today, or on my top 3. I don't know what I love so much about the Adder. I love the looks. Many people might disagree with me on that. And I just love the car. It's not because of the looks, not because it's fast, not because it has some soul or something. I just had the car for so long that I think the car is straight up really good. I'm not saying it's good, I'm just saying that I really like the car, and I have so many memories with it. Oh my god. Now, next up, the South Shambles whatever Garage. Now this is the Brioso RA, boring car. Now this is the based off of the Ford GT, as it has been with us since the GTA 4 or Ivy or Gay Tony or whatever. Now I like the regular Dominator better, but for the muscle cars class, I need this car to race, because it's the fastest car in the straight line, behind the new whatever, the Gauntlet Hellfire, which is not good at all, but in top speed it is. But this car is still better, and it can wheelie much better as well. This car is good for missions, still boring. Now this car I love, because I absolutely crush NPCs with it. Now this, I got it for free, and I kinda like it. I don't know what's up with me and the gasoline green, but whatever. Now this is actually based off of Dominic Toretto's Dominator. Now what am I? Dodge Charger. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Yeah, this is a beautiful car. Too much chrome though, but still, I love the car. Now this car is terrible to drive. Don't buy it. I thought it. I knew it was bad, but I just wanted to, you know, try something different. Now the Coquette, based off of the Corvette. Some of the new Corvettes, the SCR, whatever. Really nice car, loving it. So I think I'm just gonna go for I'm going for the Coquette. Just ignore that body 801. I sold my Hakuchi drag with a mistake, and I can't afford to buy a new one. So there we are. Fucking broke as hell. You might be mad at me for saying that when I got 5.7 mil. Now this car, a lot of memories. I like the car. It's one of the best looking cars in the game for me. It just looks so great when it's clean. You don't need modifications on it to Yeah, boost your self-esteem, whatever. Now, the other Garage. This is a all-time favorite. To enter the XF, loving it car. I remember when GTA first came out, this was the first car I wanted to buy, except for the adder. I wanted the adder first, then the enter the XF. It just looks so good. I think that's the car I'm gonna drive. Now Turismo Arbus in the Sports Classics, it's kind of boring. For me it is. I'm not gonna talk so much about it. But now, well, I had the car. Okay, let me explain. I had the car, then the car turned up in the Diamond Casino. I won the car, I sold the car I had to earn more money, and then I basically did the same thing to this car as I did to my own, the one I had. So I basically just won money. Perfect. I won this as well. This is a bit more, I like this car a lot more, even though it's terrible when it comes to racing. It's far off the Turismo R, which is the best. Like Turismo Classic, sorry. It's far away. But still, I think this car is a lot more exciting, much better looking, and yeah. Now this is just a shame. This car is just a shame, really, because you can't use the mid-drive speed boost, which makes you go not faster, but makes your wheel spin. You can drift, but in a Supra you should drift, right? This one can't. But still, clean, looks good. Let's just ignore this thing. I won it. I didn't want to win it, but for some reason I was such a big idiot that I actually spun the fucking wheel at that time. I hate. Okay, this car I hate. It looks so fucking ugly. Hate me all you want, but this is my opinion. I hate the way this car looks. I hate the fact that this is the fastest sports car when it comes to top speed. I'm so happy the Italy GTO came and kicked this car's ass, because I have never ever been beaten by a pariah when I used the Italy GTO, no matter what. So this car I just have for the top speed, nothing else. It looks ugly as shit and I hate it. I tried my best to make it look as good as possible, but you see how that turned out. Fucking ugly piece of shit. Nope. Now this is a better looking car. The Trofeo Nero Custom. I like the regular more, but I just had this one for stunt races before, because it's heavy. It's difficult to knock this car out of the track. It has a great top speed, and it's basically unstoppable when I use it. I'm not saying I'm the best driver in the world. I'm just saying that I have a lot of good experience and moments in this car. So yeah, I used to have the Nero Custom and the regular, but that changed. Now the Taipan, this is one of the better looking cars in GTA, in my opinion. It looks so fucking good. I'll explain how you can get paint jobs like this when you do Pursuant on mats, like I did on this Tempesta. But this car is just so fucking gorgeous. I mean, look at it. Don't look at the paint job, just the car itself. It's just so amazing. A car like this deserved such a nice paint job. I basically have this car for the looks, even though I won it at the Diamond Casino. I had it from the start, but I did the same as I did with this one. I sold the one I had to get a free one, and then I earned money. So it's just such a big shame that Rockstar fucked up this car, so it's not competitive at all. That's a shame. Fuck you, Rockstar, for doing that. If you ban me, I don't need to play your shitty game anymore. But I'm gonna miss my garages. So still, fuck you, Rockstar. Can't make a fucking thing. Now, it's a shame that this car sucks. But the upside is it's one of the better looking cars in GTA. Same is this, but just this is a good car. So I mean, this car is just so fucking, it looks so great. I absolutely love this car. The thing that annoys me is that it's carbon hood. and it's not carbon, the secondary color, but still I wanted those red stripes on the hood, and I couldn't get that without having the carbon. So from distance it looks better, but still a lot of good memories and experience in this car. I love that, and it's cute with that little antenna on the top. I like it. Now this car, it's the Italy GTB actually, with that dragon skin color paint job. Yeah, that's what I call it, because it basically looks like a dragon skin, or the same color. Hate me all you want, that's what I think. Now this car looks dope. The design of the car confuses me sometimes, but still I think the car looks amazing, so there's that. A lot of good experience, by the way, but I think I might take this car for a spin, because I really like the way this car drives, and I love the engine sound. Oh, good acceleration, great traction, amazing brakes. It's like a cat chasing a mouse. It's so quick. It turns so easily. Great acceleration. The downside is the top speed. I promise you, if this car had better top speed and maybe some downforce, this car would be on the same pace as the Emirates and the Krieger. More engine power and a bit of downforce, and this car would be dope. Believe me. I've been winning I think I never lost one race in this car, even though I might have been taking hundreds of races in this car. Not as many as I have in the T20, but still. Really good car. Always gonna be one of my top 6 or 5. But I don't know if I can ever decide what car is my favorite. Oh, now this is a big one. Oh, Jesus. The Fudo, I like that they added liveries to it, and that's cool. Now this is my first supercar ever. No, this is the first car I ever bought. Like seriously, this is the first car. This should be in the Eclipse Towers. Why the fuck is this car here? Oh well, anyways, this car is... I love the car. I love the way this car looks. It looks so fantastic. I'm actually always driving this car around in store mode. I'm always driving this car in store mode. Michael has it, Trevor has it, and Franklin has it. Everyone has it. And it's always in the same color. But this is different though. It's either in light blue, race red, no, race yellow, Formula red, or orange like this. Love this car. Now this is a beast of a car. I love this car. The downside is that this car can really just throw you off the track sometimes. This is the main car I use in sports car races, and it's worth the money if you're racing a lot. Now the Massacro. Back in the day, this was the car to use in sports car races. Well, the Jester, of course, was a big contender for this car. And this car I have been driving a lot, so that's one of my top 10s. Now this car just looks good. I made a mistake with no, fuck it. This is this is the car I use in muscle car races, because the Yosemite is just not working for me. I don't like the way the car drives. This car drives more easily, and it has a higher top speed, so yeah. It's either this or the Dominator. Now the Revolter, it's not worth the money at all. You can get a couple of guns for 100,000, but I just think the car looks good, and it has a great acceleration, not so good handling, not so good top speed, not such good brakes, but the car can take some damage, and it's really fun to drive because it's large and it's really fast, so that's fine. Now this car just looks beautiful, the Kuruma. You might remember what I said back there when I said the Kuruma Armored was shit. Well, it's true, but this is beautiful. This is just fantastic. I love the way the car looks. It's just so cute, simple, fast, and everything. I just love this car. My top 15. Now Elegy, Always a free car, but has always been the best. Until 2017. Well, it had the crown for a long time. And you will never be forgotten, LG. The fastest car. For the sports cars. Now this car sucks, but I like it. Now this is another matte paint job for you with the porcelain. Looks really good if you ask me. I was actually going to buy the which car am I going to take? You might disagree in the Revolter, but I'm just gonna take it anyway because I really like it. No, I've been driving it so much lately, so what the fuck? You know, since I really like the Waka Flocka, I really like this car, so I'm just gonna take it. Okay, now I'm gonna show you my the garage. This is actually the garage with. I'm just gonna spoil for you here. The garage I'm gonna show you now is actually the garage with the new cars of GTA Online. The car it includes cars like the Krieger, the Amarus, you might have seen them, how they look, and so on, and what my plans are if you have been watching my channel lately. But if you're new and you're still watching this, that's amazing if you still are. Because I feel like I've been dragging along. I've been trying to make it quick, but still, I can't stop talking about a car I like when I first start. If you're a car guy, you might, you know, recognize or feel it. Now the Waka will always be in my heart. Now, let's check out this other thing. Yeah. All right. This is the garage. Well, two things. These two cars are not a part of this. Okay, just forget these cars right now. Yeah, just forget them. Now the Hellfire, a car that looks good but is terrible. Good for top speed, terrible for the track, but holy shit, that sound and the looks is just amazing. Now this is a really good track car. This is a really good car because it just has so much traction. This is the only car, in my opinion, that can match up to the speed of the Italy GTO, because this has the cornering ability. This never slides. It never throws you off the track. It has amazing brakes, decent acceleration, and okay top speed. It's still 5 miles an hour slower than the Italy GTO, so the Italy GTO really crushes it on a straight line. But if you take it on a track like the Cheetah Grand Prix, if you know what track that is, then this car, the Italy GTO, would struggle. Believe me. I did actually have a battle with the Paragon R. The driver was really, really good. We were taking those racing lines like crazy. It was insane. I was driving the Italy GTO, of course. This other guy was driving this. I think it was a 20 lap race, yeah. And I was behind him the whole time. I didn't crash one time. He didn't crash at all. He didn't even spin, but I was sweating, I was struggling to keep up with him. It's so fast in the corners, dude. It feels like you don't need to brake when you're using this car. It actually slows down for you when you release the throttle. It's amazing. It's incredible how good this car actually is. It's definitely worth the money. If you can't afford the Italy GTO, this is the car you should buy. It is, and it will be for a long time, I hope, because I don't want a super sports car in a sports cars class again. Now this is basically the same. You just can't use it in a sports car race, and it has armor and it can take explosion. Jesus Christ. Now this is Lager beer. No, I'm just kidding. This is just this is the Easy Sport. It's a really good car for the sports car races when it doesn't come to top speed. It's a few tracks that this is the fastest sports car you can use. Actually, Italy GTO doesn't stand a chance. Pariah doesn't stand a chance. The Paragon R doesn't stand a chance. No car stands a chance against this one on a few tracks. It's just insane how quick this little thing actually is. Now the 8F Drafter. This is a really cool car. I really like the way the car looks and sounds really good. It is really good. Not worth the money though. Now this is the Thrax. This is, if it's not the best looking car in the game, but I just can't figure out what kind of color combination I want. I've been trying so many, I'm not happy with anyone. It was one I was real happy with, or two, but I got kind of tired of them. That's a thing I don't like about this car, that I get tired of the colors. It is. Like, I am already tired of it just from walking into the garage and looking at it sometimes. I'm already tired of it. But on the other hand, 2.5 mil, I think. Really quick around the track. Extremely quick around the track. It's insane. Not such great top speed. It's about as quick as the Italy GTO are. But now, remember, the Italy GTO is on the same pace as the top supercars. It could maybe keep up with the Wagner for a good while. Now keep in mind that this car is actually faster than the Wagner on the track, I think. I tested those, but I did forget the lap times. Now this is not worth the money though, because of the next two cars we're gonna talk about. Now the Emirates was the first quickest car on this DLC we got in the supercars class. Now just forget the other two supercars we got. They doesn't exist. Now it's just these two. The Emirates is an insane car. It's really good on a track with long straights, actually. And I mean, high speed cornering is for this car. And even in the track, I mean, it feels like on every situation the Emirates is quicker than the Krieger, because I tested them both everywhere. But the Krieger is always like 0.4 or 5 seconds slower than the Emirates. So here's the thing. The Krieger is actually... I think the Krieger is a better... I mean, it's not better in any way. It's just easier to drive, that's it. The Emirates is a tiny bit slower, faster. It's not much at all. It's almost like it's no difference between the cars. Of course, when you're going really fast and with the Emirates, and you are gonna, of course, you're gonna have a much better turning circle with the Emirates than the Krieger. The Krieger does more understeering than the Emirates, but still, in the end of the day, no cars can beat these two. It doesn't matter which one that you have, but if you have both, that's the best thing you can do. Now, I just want to get in this one because I really like this car. Yeah. Now it's one more garage I want to show you, and it's my favorite garage. I love these cars that's in this garage. I mean the whole words. What the fuck is going on with my English today, man? Fam, I can't do this anymore. Alright. Now for the last garage. Let's go. Now remember, I spent so much time on these cars. So much time, so much dedication, so much concentration, so much money and so much work. I went through blood, sweat and tears to get the paint jobs on these cars and upgrades. Now, please, welcome to my heaven. here is the cars. Now, this is the car that this. Remember me saying that the Adder was my top 3 favorites and blah blah blah. Well, this is my number 1 favorite car in the game. This car is called Larry. And he is so damn quick. Forget what I said about... Just forget what I said about the Krieger and the Emirates. This car is much, much quicker. Just so fucking much quicker. It's fucking amazing. Now, this is Carl. Sorry, this is Carl. He's really good. He's loyal. But this is Gary. Larry and Gary, they're brothers. But Gary is younger, of course. Gary, he has been with me for a while. But Larry, he has been with me since 2016. Now this is, we're calling him Stein. That's stone on Norwegian, but stone is actually a name on Norwegian. Yeah. But this is, I forgot his name, but he's a kind man. Now, this is the Dick Shark. I love this car. I love this shark so much. It's one of my favorites. Yes. This is Kare. That's another Norwegian name for you. Yes. Kare is a really good car. I really like her. This is Mr. Scramble. I like him as well. Now this is Jerry. Or Jarif, or whatever you want to call him. No, fuck. This is Kare. Not... okay, they're both are Kare. Both of them are Kare. Now, let's take Larry for a spin. Now, he has yellow neon lights. And now it's getting darker, so we have actually the time to look at how nice he's actually, how fast and how beautiful he looks and all this. It's just such a great car. I just love this car so much. It has been with me for such a long time. And yeah. Green smoke. It's absolutely amazing. Now, if you were with me the whole time, I want to thank you so much for watching. I want you to have a great day. Please subscribe, please like this video, and I'll see you again the next time. Did I forget to mention that Larry, he really likes the water? He likes to swim. He likes when he gets wet, when he can feel the water coming through his veins and calming him down. He really likes it. It's one of the things that Larry really are into. He's just such a... It's just such a great car. It's almost like a human. But it's just such a good car as well. I mean, it's just so fucking... What the hell? I was talking about this shit, man.